All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of HP Critical's Does It Hold Up? I am your host, as usual, Brandon, and I am once again pleased to be joined by the wonderful Anastasia, aka Annie.
Hi.
I'm happy to have you back. You know,
Yeah.
last weekend was Evo weekend, and by pure coincidence, we have to do this. We're doing this Does It Hold Up episode next. I swear, like I had forgotten Evo was this weekend until like a day before it had happened. So I was like, oh. We're doing two fighting games today, the day after Evo. I wish I could pretend that I had this plan from the start, like I was like thinking Shikamaru five moves ahead, but no, it was just a happy little coincidence that we're here now, playing some more Super Nintendo games. I gotta be just completely upfront with you. Technically, we are supposed to be in season 3 of Does It Hold Up, which is supposed to be focused on Genesis and 64 games. But listen, Annie, they've actually been pretty good about still adding games to the NES and SNES library, even though the new boys are in town, so to speak. So I gotta finish up my first course before I move on to my second course. So until I catch up with the new batch of SNES and NES games, 64 and Genesis might be on a little bit of a hold, but we'll get back there eventually. But you know what? It's totally fine because we're playing two games that are all about the fisticuffs. We're playing Fighter's History today, and we're also playing this game called Rival Turf. Now, these are both, quote, fighting games, but one is not really a fighting game. Fighter's History is definitely a fighting game. The other game we're going to be playing tonight, Rivals Turf, is actually a beat 'em up, which is something that me and Annie have played several times here on this
Yeah.
Twitch channel. We even did a full playthrough back of River City Ransom. That was fun.
Woo.
It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. We had I still can't get over that 11th hour surprise of the double dragon just being in the game. That was like what?
Yes.
That's a moment. That is an absolute awesome moment. But yeah, let's talk about Fighter's History, the first game we're gonna be playing tonight. So I know very little about Fighter's History. You know a bit more because you were playing it a little bit before the stream and even did a little bit of research. I will turn it to you in just a second. So because I know much less than you do at this point, Fighter's History. From the very little snippet that I had seen of that game, it looked very similar to Street Fighter in terms of its presentation. And I even did very little digging upon it. Again, surface level as frick knowledge, but saw that there was even some controversy that they thought they might have just straight up lifted this game's code from Street Fighter, and that was proven to be false. There's just a lot of similarities to there. But that's all I really know about Fighter's History. In your research that you have done in the last few minutes and your little gameplay, what do you know about Fighter's History, Annie?
It definitely feels like Street Fighter 2 when I used to play Street Fighter 2. It feels like a really old version of it though, because it is. It still feels very slow and kind of chunky.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see in like that picture there, the man with like the large chest, that's the man who eats the chain.
Mm-hmm.
In his little picture in the roster, he's just eating the chain. It's really wild.
Oh boy.
But it seems like they have a good mix of different like play types rather. You have Lee, who's like a rush down. The big man with the chain, Mastorius, I think his name
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like Zangief. He's a big brawler and a command grappler. And then who else did I play? I played somebody. He looked like a punk, and he was kind of weak. And then Fei Ling, I think her name is Fei Lin.
Mm-hmm.
And she was kind of felt like a Chun Li, but she didn't have like the kick spam that Chun Li has. Instead, she had more of like a Hadouken that she could shoot out normally, or like there was different ones she could do. She could do it from like the air and do diagonals and stuff like that. Very much like a range champion and somebody you want to like keep at a distance because she also felt very squishy and like very. She felt like a wet paper bag when she was getting hit.
Hmm. So I
But
like
that's about all I learned.
well, even that what you just said now, it definitely feels like a fight. Just based on what you said, it definitely feels like a fighting game of the time because a hallmark of a good fighting game is that you have a nice varied roster and that each character feels different enough that you can feel like they can fight competitively in some sort. I've really not heard of much of Fighters History's like history. So I'm assuming this is not the one of the ones that took off like the same way that games like say Fatal Fury or Street Fighter did in the same fashion. Which I guess we're gonna play a little bit now, and I guess I'll reserve my judgment whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we shall see. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at this info, and then we'll go into it. So Fighter's history, G mode, 1994. Your wildest martial arts dreams come true. In this one-on-one fighting game, released for the Super NES console in 1994, elite fighters from around the world have all gathered for one competition. Each has their own reason for fighting, from continuing a family legacy to seeking vengeance. When you enter the heat of combat, you'll want to take full advantage of the weak spot each of your rivals has. Striking your opponent's weak spot will deal damage and momentarily stun them, so the tide of battle can turn at any moment. Weak spots. Now that's something that Street Fighter didn't really have, per se. So I'm curious to see how that actually plays out in battle.
Yeah, I did notice that. That like if you keep hitting the same spot, it'll start like flashing white. I wasn't sure what was going on, but that sounds like that's that.
Ooh, okay. Let's go into it and see what we got going on here.
I'm gonna beat your butt.
Fighter's history.
Oh, they be fighting.
The fighting. Ooh, I like how this logo is like solely. That starts off with the blue fire, and then it just kind of like the rest of the logo comes up. I kind of like that.
It's fun. Yeah, I think there was only like 3 iterations of Fighter's History, is what I'm seeing here. It was Fighter's History, Karnoff's Revenge, and then Fighter's History Mizoguchi Kiki Ipatsu.
Sounds like that one didn't come out here.
That is also known as Mizoguchi's Moment of Crisis, released in Japan for the Super Famicom in 1995.
Okay, so so that tells me this game might have had a bit of a following in Japan for a little bit, but it probably just didn't take off the same way here because everyone was too busy playing games like, again, Street Fighter or Fatal Fury and whatnot. Let's see, configuration. Oh, I'm not gonna mess with that actually. I think I'm just gonna stick with it. X to okay. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I was misreading. Oh, or I'm sorry. Were you fixing it?
No.
Okay, I thought I saw it. Anyway, exit. Game. So you said you were having difficulties. It said on. Okay. Oh, there we go. You can go easier than easy. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. I was having trouble against Lee. Okay. I'm sure the other ones would have been fine to fight against.
So based on your feedback, I think I'm gonna go very easy. Probably not easiest, but let me see what we got. Easiest, very easy, easy, medium, hard, very hard, hardest. So yeah, very easy sounds.
I don't even want to look at hardest. Hardest is. I'm scared.
Yeah, it sounds terrifying. What's survival? I wonder. I kind of want. I see people.
I think survival's like arcade.
Let me take a quick look. I'm not gonna spend too long on the single player stuff so we can actually fight it out. But I just want to see what we got going on here.
I wonder if it just holds your same health. That'd be wild.
Okay, so we got Ray. Okay. So it's based on the Street Fighter rules where it's called character name stage.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that definitely changed with later Street Fighter games where it's like, hey,
Matlock. That's the other guy I played.
Matlock. Okay. Let's see. Fei Lin, Ryoko, Matlock, Semche, Lee. Oh, that's it? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Mizoguchi stage, Jean stage, Marstoria stage, Clown stage, Karnoff stage. I'm going to go Ray.
I think Ray is like the Kin lookalike.
Oh, that's interesting. You can either be CPU or man.
Wow.
Okay. Sure, survival. We can, if we can both play, then let's do it.
See, look.
Oh yeah, that man is just devouring that chain.
So I played him. I played Matlock, which is this guy. I played Lee, and I played Fei Lin, which I think is this one.
Okay, I picked them. Wait, did we both pick? Oh, hold on. What?
Oh, do we pick more?
I guess. Oh.
Oh. I'll pick the characters I know how to play.
Okay, I picked my 5. Interesting. Okay, see how we do here.
I'm gonna do terribly. Ooh. Oh no. Come on now. There we go. Yahoo!
Okay. So what's the deal here? We got the quarter circle.
Oh, you got the E Honda. The slappy slap. Ooh, no. Oh, also, it's a hold back to block, like Street
perfect.
Fighter is.
I do love hold back to block.
I prefer a button to block, like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, see, that's why Mortal Kombat never clicked with me, because I'm terrible at remembering to press the block button. Which is weird, because like I do Smash, and that's a press button to block button. But I don't know. I guess when I just see like 1v1s in like small and close space, I just naturally think to just hold back.
Kicking my booty cheeks.
You're catching up. He hurts.
Yeah, he do.
What the heck did I?
Please don't hurt me.
Oh, you got me. You got me. That was close.
Oh, you can see your legs flashing.
Yeah, I see. Oh, man, he is too big for that shirt. He is too large. Okay.
I won the fight against you and my shirt. You look like a Dulcine.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Oh, man. Oh no! Let me go! You're a monster!
Figure out something.
Oof. Kicked me in the mouth.
Oof, yeah. How are you gonna bite your chains now?
In my sleep. I'm a sleep eater.
Not to sleep.
Oh, here's my Matlock. Matlock also felt very squishy. Oh my. Where'd you go with your grabs? Dang!
Oh, he's definitely squishy. Oh my god. That kick barely touched you.
Yeah. That's okay. Because now we're moving on to Lee. Dang! Sam Trade Man over here.
Maybe so. Okay. I can't get cocky now.
Oh! Nice.
Whew.
You're just gonna run through my whole team. And I don't know how to play this last guy.
No guarantee. Oh, Jean.
He just has a rose, so I thought it was cute. Ooh, I think.
You got one, huh? Shoto's all over this place.
Oh no. Get out of here. It also feels really squishy. Oh, whoa!
Oh!
That was crazy. That felt like it went through mine.
It did. That's weird.
Okay.
It wasn't a
We're
cancel.
learning.
Interesting. Wow. So that's that mode. Can I go back though? Because I want to see if we can go back to the other. I press select. Did that take me back? There we go. Cool.
Yeah.
Right, select is your cancel. Let me check out CPU battle. See how that.
Yeah, go get your butt kicked.
I mean, I was doing pretty good with sound check.
Oh, I guess my story is.
I guess I'll see how this goes. Go humble me.
I wonder how this Marstorius does. Oh. Oh.
Ooh, German suplex. Hello?
He's punched you, but okay. Where did you go?
Okay, that's a
Good job.
Alright. Oh, I wonder if it's just one round and then down to the next. To be fair, this is a difficulty lower than what you did, so...
Yeah, I think it's best 2 out of 3.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I never got 2 wins.
Guess we'll find out. Oh! Oh, no.
Dang!
That hurts.
It's a beast. Ooh.
So I remember there was a hidden mechanic in Street Fighter where if you were just like absolutely slaying the competition, the game would suddenly get more difficult as a result.
I have no idea about anything like that because I was never good at Street Fighter.
Nor I. Yeah, but that was their way to ensure that the quarters would still be taken. It's like, oh, you're having you're just getting perfects on these guys. All right, we're bumping up the difficulty behind the scenes. Is how they did it. And then the latest Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, if you were able to just like win all your fights in one round, then Bison would just get his ass beat before you got a chance to fight him by Akuma, who was broken, and you would have to fight Akuma instead of Bison as your final boss.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Like Bison was, I'm sorry, Akuma was not playable. He was just like your too good reward essentially in that game.
Gotcha.
Now later version Street Fighter 2 let Akuma be playable, but he was not nearly as strong. And then I think it was that overpriced Street Fighter 2 port they did for Switch called Ultra Street Fighter 2, where if you did like a secret code, you could like unlock the overpowered Akuma as a character, in which he was called Shin Akuma. Oh my god, she's squishy. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Those will do chip damage, so like your best bet's to try to jump them.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
You still got it off again.
Yeah.
In front of the Emperor, no less.
He is so impressed.
I like the other guy who's just like bringing the stick to his chest and like waving it out.
Oh yeah. He's living his best life over there. I respect it.
When I played Street Fighter, my best like matchup was against the car.
Oh yeah, the car didn't really have hands, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you know. And with E Honda, you just slap it and then you're good because it'll hit like the 3 zones that you need to, like the low, medium, and high, and you can just flip sides and do it on that side and just run through.
Yeah, this is not seeming. I mean, again, a lower difficulty than you, but this is not seeming
I want to see you fight Lee. When you get to Lee, I want to hear what you say.
Okay. The other thing is, I'm wondering, did this game make it to arcades? Is this a Super Nintendo exclusive, or was it arcade first, like Street
Let's
Fighter?
find out.
Thank you. I am very curious.
It's true.
Oh, he jumped out.
Uh-oh. The comeback is real. Produced by Data East during the 1990s. Yeah, so the original Fighter's History was released for the arcades in 1993, but it was ported to Super Nintendo in 1994.
Interesting. Okay. I'm also remembering something as I play this game. The thing that kind of sucked with playing old fighting games on like a D-pad, my thumb would get like it would not be feeling good after a while. I remember.
Yeah.
I did a Does It Hold Up episode on Street Fighter 2 quite a while ago at this point, and I was playing the Super Nintendo version of that. And after about maybe 15 minutes, I was like, all this quarter circle is kind of getting to me. I was winning. I was getting my Hadokens out and my Shoryukens and all that good stuff, but it wasn't wearing good on the thumb.
I don't like the plus shaped or cross shaped D-pad for like games that take a quarter circle or full circle, half circles.
Yes.
I would prefer either a stick or a rounded D-pad.
Yes.
Which is why I'm so happy that when I play Guilty Gear Strive, that I have my Xbox controller, which has a round D-pad. I can just kind of roll across it and still get my inputs in.
That works. Yeah. No, that'll definitely do it.
But I was reading here also that the first sequel for this game, Fighter's History Dynamite, or Karnoff's Revenge for everywhere outside of Japan, was released for the Neo Geo.
A Neo Geo. Oh man, they didn't even stick with the Super Nintendo then. But to be fair, during that generation, that was the place to go if you wanted like your really arcade, loyal games. But you know. The only thing was you couldn't get like Street Fighter on it because there was like some rivalry there. Neo Geo had the Fatal Fury series. It's pretty much just like a home console choice, and I guess they don't want the competitor on there, so they kind of left that alone.
And then the last one was released in Japan in 1995 for the Super Famicom.
Okay. Ooh, he air punished. There we go.
Ooh. Well, street punk.
and the constable on the left there, just blowing his whistle, but not really actually doing anything.
So, the person you're playing as, Samche, is a Muay Thai fighter from Thailand who seeks to support his younger siblings in the absence of his parents.
That seems right. Did I perfect him?
It looks like. Oh, yeah. Where'd you go? Alright, who are we fighting? He's busted up.
Oh man, he is not doing too good there. Alright, and now we're up against Gohan.
That's Ray. The lead character in the game, he's a detective from LA with a unique fighting style.
He even has the Ryu stance.
Yeah, he's like facing away from you with his legs. Like his head's facing you.
Dynamite! Oh, my elbows are taking some hits.
Ooh, good kick.
I don't think the flashing stays into the next match. Okay, yeah, no. My arms are better now.
They healed.
Okay. DDT! He literally said DDT. That is one thing I liked about these, this era. They had like these synthesized voice chip.
Yeah. Ooh, you get those long kicks out
I
there.
remember. I think it was years ago. Like I was like not even 10 years old. My parents had taken me to like this resort, and they had like a cabinet of like this Japanese Dragon Ball Z game there. Definitely wasn't like, I don't know how they got the Yankee Go Home. Wow. All right. Just racism.
He's
Got
from
it.
LA.
Oh man. Oh,
He's a Gucci.
Anyway, in this arcade game, it was like based on like the Cell saga. So like Cell was like the final boss if you managed to get to finish the arcade mode, and the first opponent you fight was Mr. Satan. Oh, ooh, that did a lot of damage. God. Okay. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, Hercule's like one of my favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball.
I love him so much. He is great. But like because it was the Japanese version, he would do his like signature move, which is Dynamite Kick, and because it was because of the Japanese version, he would say it in like with a huge accent. So he would say Dynamite Kick, and because I was like 7 or 8 years old, and it had like that 16-bit synthesized sound, I always thought he was yelling, "I like to kick." And I was just and I started saying that for a few months. Anytime I did kicking in like a video, it's like I like to kick.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cell like showed up and was like, "All right, I'm gonna have a tournament with like the best of the fighters in all of the world." And Hercule's like, "All right, well I guess I gotta go."
I'm gonna pull up then. And he totally won. Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of totally won, Mizuguchi beat me. Oh man.
Yeah, very close though.
Yeah, very
All
close.
Right, round three.
Yeah.
He also saved us all from Majin Buu.
That's correct. Yeah, no, that happened. We all raised our hands thanks to him.
Yeah, thank you. Dang.
So
He's hitting you in the weak spot, I think is what happened. That's why it's hurting so bad.
that might be it.
There you go. You just had to kick him in the shins a bit.
Just a little bit folded. Anyway, our good friends of HPCritical, Wesley LeBlanc and his brother-in-law Brandon O'Toole have a Dragon Ball podcast called Dragon Ball Speak, and they are currently in the Majin Buu arc of their podcast. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this podcast, Annie, but the premise of it is that Brandon is a Dragon Ball fanatic. He's caught up on everything. But Wesley had, at the time of the podcast beginning, had only seen Dragon Ball. So all that stuff was like completely new to him, and he was like going through it for the first time. So it's been interesting hearing his like takes on this stuff that has been known for years, but it's his first time hearing it. And the reason why I bring this up now is because he is not a big Mr. Satan fan at all. Like the joke is not working for him. And Brandon is really trying to sell him on Mr. Satan. But even with the whole, Mr. Satan, Mr. Satan is the one that threw 16's head to Gohan so that he could go Super Saiyan 2 for that last,
yes.
Which is
16.
Yeah, 16 is great. I remember one of my best friends was like, made him in like, fighters. Dragon Ball
Yes, that's me. I do that.
I can't because I'm not much of I don't use grab characters.
Yeah, it's the command grapplers.
Mm-hmm.
My team for Fighter Z was 16, Yamcha, and Majin Buu.
Man, you speak my language of Yamcha. I love Yamcha.
Yamcha is my flex character. If I'm not using Yamcha, then I'll use who is it? Oh, Tien.
Okay.
Because you can like send Chatsu forward to die, and he's just like, Chatsu, no!
Yeah, poor Chaozu.
But I like watching Chatsu deck because I love Chatsu, and that's like his only move. So if that's how I have to watch my boy, that's how I have to watch my boy.
I'm trying to remember what my team was. I think pre-DLC, and I haven't played much of the DLC character, so I don't really have an update to this list at the moment. But oh god, oh no.
Yeah, see, you having fun against Lee?
Lee, oh god, Lee. All right.
Are you having fun against Lee?
Lee's on something. Yeah, my team of fighters was Yamcha, Hit, and Goku Black.
Hit is the purple guy?
Yeah, the one that can stop time. I used to love like using his mechanics to like keep people like at the middle of the fight.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I tried playing Hit, and I was like, "There's some complicated stuff here that like my brain is too small to comprehend. I think I'll just throw in a bunch of combinations and grab people. That's what I'm best at." Also, I like that Yamcha's like really strong in Fighter Z, or at least last time I played he was, because he doesn't get enough like time in the anime, so it feels like they're just giving him
There
like
is
time to
such
shine in the
there,
fights.
Annie. There is such a discrepancy between Yamcha's strength in the anime and the video games. Like in the video games, he's super good. In Budokai 1 back in the day, he was my main. I used him all the time. He was so good in Budokai 1.
What was Budokai on? Like what
original
consoles?
original Budokai was on PS2 GameCube. I think
I
Xbox is the original
think
one.
I had it on GameCube.
I don't think I used him as much in Budokai 2, but Budokai 1,
Yeah.
no, he was great in Budokai 1.
It was either Budokai the original one or Budokai Tenkaichi that we bought from GameStop, and we bought it used. And in the back of the manual, there was a notes section, and somebody, the previous owner, obviously had like written the location of the Dragon Balls for us.
Oh, that's
That
awesome.
was clutch.
Awesome. That's so
The days
cool.
before like I had access to like the internet, like on my phone or on like a computer I could just use whenever. To have that was like a gift from the gods. It was
That's
so nice.
cool. Oh, we're doing
Uh
mirror
oh.
match.
You can't lose.
Perfect.
I like how he like leans back. Lean back.
Lean back. But there's also this
You're
like
already weakened his elbows.
there's this
Dang!
I know he ain't nothing.
He is booty. I like this Thai village that they have for his arena. It's very pretty.
It's very nice.
I like how they have a bridge with a bunch of people just like hanging out watching the fight. Oh, there you go.
Well, that wasn't too
I
bad.
guess we know who the better Samche is.
Easily. So who's the final? The victory is on my side. All right. So who's the final opponent then?
Oh, is that Clown?
The clown.
Is that Clown? I'm not sure.
It is the clown.
Or is that?
Okay, can I lock him? He looks kind of. Oh, never
It
mind.
is Clown.
Let's
He's
see,
a sub boss. I think there's another boss after him.
I've seen that Unicycle Man somewhere before, and like someone did like a fighter game video, and I remember seeing that Unicycle guy.
I like this seal with the ball and the person doing like a handstand spinning on it.
Honestly,
That moon.
it's,
Look at the moon's face.
The moon is not right.
Top 10 creepy moons right behind like Majora's Mask and the one from Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Even the cloud is creepy.
Yeah,
What the heck is this
I'm
place?
not feeling that cloud.
I don't like this map. The dude's sitting on the door, but like, how? It's a door.
Oh no! Ooh, that's a.
Whoa!
I like that grab though. That's super cool.
That was sick.
Oh, this music is good too.
Okay.
It's very Kefka sounding.
Beat that clown.
All right, clown. Now that clown, you kind of won me over. I don't like your stage, but your music and moveset kind of won me over.
I think there's another fight after that. I think you have to fight Karnoff.
Okay. Yeah, that's Karnoff.
It's funny that he looks like that because he's the second son of a poor Russian farmer. He looks
Oh, he's got yoga fire.
Fire. Oh, look at him slide on his belly. I like his shoes. What is the Air Force Watch? What shoes?
Okay. Ooh, that snake. That snake went into the foreground. No, yeah, went into the foreground. That is concerning.
I like the flying knee.
It's great.
I was watching a UFC fight and somebody did a flying knee and like caved the dude's skull in. That was scary.
Oh.
Yeah. That was like the point in which I was like, yeah, I don't ever want to be in a fight ever.
Yeah, fights. You know, they hurt.
Oh, there's Snake. He said, y'all done? I can cross. I bet.
Thank you for playing Fire. Go for the next level.
Yeah, level up. Oh, put your little initials in.
Oh yeah. Let me do that. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my. I got it. Darn it. I was trying to get like a screenshot. Oh well. Game. Oh, I didn't get all my initials in. Why are you so impatient?
Now you're a nobody.
All right, let's get in like one more match, and then we will.
Now that you've had all that practice,
I will not use Samchain. I've had my fill, but I will go to a stage though because it was nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Handicap. No, keep it to 4. Whatever that
Handicap
is.
set. I feel like it's probably like how much damage you take and do.
Perhaps. Let's see. There's some else I wanted to use.
Who have I not played? I've not played this person, nor this. Makoto Mizuguchi, a high school delinquent from Osaka in his late 20s after being held back repeatedly for many years. He is the most prominent character in the series, having appeared in several games outside of Fighter History franchise, including SNK's KOF Maximum Impact Regulation A.
Okay, wow.
I don't know what that means.
But it's left this series. That's interesting. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good job. Oh, look at that. Wee. Oh. Ooh, okay. In my face. Oof.
Ooh, alright.
Ryoko Kano, a Japanese high school girl who learned judo from her grandfather at the age of 3. Which is probably why I can roll. Ooh. Okay. You got some hang time there. Ooh, you're beating a woman.
All are equals on the ring. Dang, he feels pretty good too. I was easy on you this time, little girl.
What? Were you?
It didn't feel that way. Let's see. What about you know, I actually want to see like let's do 7, see what that does.
I think it'll still be equal if we both put it up. So if I leave mine at 4, we'll see.
Okay.
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 Round 1, fight.
Oh no, he's found the lead. Oh, this guy feels good. I like this guy.
Yeah, he feels nice, right?
Oh, no.
Ooh. Applause worthy.
All right.
Round 2, fight.
Ooh, good job. I love to see it. Oh no. We don't love to see it. I lied. No. You jumped it. Stop jumping. You're supposed to get hit by them.
Good game.
Dang. Stomping heavy.
Yeah, that was really heavy stomp. You always. Oh God! You will always stay in the streets.
Oh my goodness. So mean.
Yo, this is respect.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Fighters.
I was actually gonna switch over to the next one because I wanted to say some thoughts.
Absolutely. 1 second though.
Go for it. I'm gonna
Before
be
we
changing,
go,
I'm gonna be changing the.
there is a way to play as the bosses.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay. How would
When you see the fighter's history logo, plus RR up left right start.
Okay, let me see something actually then. Okay, when you see the fighter's history logo.
Yeah.
Licensed by Nintendo. Okay. The logo is popping up. The combination again?
I think it's now. So right up left right start.
Up, left, right, start.
And then go to versus, I guess.
Let's see. Let's see if I did it right. If not, I see
No.
nothing. I'll reset and try one more time. So it was up, left, right, start.
This is saying something else. This one says right up L then R while at the title screen.
Yeah, that's okay. Figure I can check it
Right.
out later.
Up L R.
Up, left, right, L, R. That's okay. Let's just go on to let's talk about.
Yeah,
this.
we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, we can do that. Alright, I will change the stream title real quick. Go ahead and you can start your thoughts because I'm going to change the title.
Absolutely a 10 out of 10 because they have a man eating a chain and a clown. The clown stage is a lot of fun. A couple of them are really pretty, like the Sam Chase map is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them felt like they were really not as pretty. Like, I hate to say it, but like I think her name's Phelan. Her map was not great.
Nope.
I did like the little emperor and the guy like shaking his arm out, but I didn't actually care for like the stage itself. It looked like it was very dated. But then you have like Sam Che's stage, which is very pretty, very vibrant. All the colors on it feel like they do come from the same palette, and they make sense together, and it's all good, very connected. I don't really understand why they think that Karnov looks Russian.
Yeah, that's
Even looking at the picture here,
yes.
he doesn't look very Russian to me.
No.
So that's very strange. I feel like Marstorius looks more Russian than he does. Feels like that the Zangief kind of role. I feel like for the 9 characters that there are, like standard, that it feels like there's a good mix-up of different play styles and stuff. So it feels like if someone were to try to get into it and try to play it, they could find somebody who feels good for them. Some of them do feel really squishy though, but you know that stuff's gonna happen. But all in all, I think it's really fun. I think it's just like Street Fighter. So if you're a fan of Street Fighter, like this should be right up your alley.
I'm gonna echo a lot of that actually because this was a very solid game, honestly. And you know it does have that weak point system, and I think if you learn how to like really utilize it, it can give a new depth to the combat. And just playing it, honestly, I could see how like someone could get the impression that this is just like a Street Fighter clone, but I feel like And there are a lot of similarities, let's be fair. Different characters from different nationalities with different fighting styles. That's very much Street Fighter. I would like to think that this game takes a lot of inspiration from said Street Fighter, including the fact that there's, unplayable bosses, except for that cheat code that you were mentioning. So there's I can see a lot of references to there. But like I said, it does stand out a bit on its own as well. And it's a perfectly fun fighting game that I think if you, like you said, if you enjoy Street Fighter, this is definitely a game that you can enjoy as well. And for me personally, it felt like the inputs didn't feel as difficult as Street Fighter. Like Street Fighter 2 felt like it was made for its arcade setup, and it didn't translate the best to Genesis and Super Nintendo at times when you're playing it. Like this, I had mentioned it earlier today when we were streaming that I was doing the Street Fighter 2 episode of Does It Hold Up, and my thumbs were getting really bad after 15 minutes, because you had to be so strict with the inputs on the Super Nintendo controller. And I was like, how did people play this for hours on end? With Fighter's History, I was feeling. I'm not gonna go back and say I wasn't feeling it, but we were able to get 40 minutes in, and I could have done a few more matches. We're only doing it for sake of time because I have a few things to do after the stream. But no, I had a really good time playing this. And I also want to point out, this game has a lot of modes. You can do the single player CPU battle, which is your standard arcade mode. You have versus, standard stuff, but then you also have the survival mode, where it's just straight up defeat your 5 opponents before they defeat yours. And that's a really cool way for you to use a whole bunch of characters in one shot against another friend. That's great. Street Fighter don't have that. That's something that Smash has that now with a mode called Smashdown, where you could. I'm not sorry, not Smashdown. It's Squad Strike. It's Squad Strike in Smash, where you can go up against a person. Each of you choose 5 characters, and the battle ends when the first person loses all 5 of the characters. And that's one of my favorite modes in Smash. And it sucks that that's not available on online. But Fighter's History has it, and it has online because it's on NSO. So Fighter's History definitely to me holds up. I think, and it's good that it's here because right now. If there's one thing I can say about Fighter's History that might entice someone to play it is you could obviously play Street Fighter games on your Switch and other consoles. However, you have to buy them separately because they're separate retail games. You have to either get Ultra Street Fighter 2 or you have to get the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection and then do it that way. But here's the thing. This game is free if you have NSO. It's just one of the games included. So if you just want to play a fighting game with a friend that's like Street Fighter, but you don't want to go out and buy Street Fighter for your Switch, I think this is more than a great alternative. I think this is its own thing that can be just as fun. I feel like I'm really preaching to the choir here because I just think that Street Fighter is just too big at this point. People won't even, unless you're really into fighting games, are going to give it a second glance. But if you are watching, I would definitely recommend giving this a try. I'll recommend it because I think this was quite a fun game. I think there's a lot here if you enjoy that kind of game. It felt more casual friendly with the various difficulty modes, but you could also crank it up higher if you really want to test your skills. Yeah, there's a lot of difficulty modes in this game. I'm sure that if you really just want to get good at Fighter's History, you'll be tested for sure. So there's that. No, definitely holds up for me. It's a really fun fighter game.
Absolutely.
Well then, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second and last game of tonight, and that's Rival Turf. I know nothing about Rival Turf. It's a beat 'em up, 2 players. I think it's related to the game Brawl Brothers, which it released on NSO many months ago, but I cannot confirm such information. You know anything about Rival Turf?
I will as soon as I read the wiki.
Okay. Well, while you do that,
released in Japan as Rushing Beat.
Okay.
You can go ahead and read the back of the card if you'd like.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Yes. Rival Turf by City Connection, released in 92. Big Al and the Street Kings think they can take over the streets for themselves. Punch, kick, and slam your way through 6 stages of rough and tough action, solo or with a friend. Or go against a friend and see who really owns the turf. You can fight each other in this game, too. Oh, that's interesting. Jack Flack and Uzi Nelson bring their brawling skills to the street against Big Al and his gang of miscreants, otherwise known as the Street Kings. Test out a myriad of street fighting techniques against waves of enemies as a lone hero, or bring a sidekick. You can also turn on angry mode. Then when you get hurt or get angry, and that's when your enemy should keep their distance. You'll ignore damage and hit even harder than usual. And if that's not enough, you can even battle against a friend or rival in versus mode to see whose turf is whose. That's really cool.
So this was the first installment in the Rushing Beat trilogy, which also includes Brawl Brothers and the Peacekeepers.
Interesting. I played the Peacekeepers. Brawl Brothers, I remember not enjoying that much, but the Peacekeepers was not too bad. I remember.
Jack Black's girlfriend Heather has been kidnapped by Big Al and his gang of street kings.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. He enlists the help of his friend, police officer Oswald, aka Uzi Nelson, to rescue his girlfriend and rid the city from the reign of the street kings once and for all. They start out by heading to the sports stadium to find out more information and locate Big Al's hideout.
Interesting. Yeah, so that means that all the games in this trilogy that you mentioned are on NSO now. Because Rival Turf is the latest one. The Peacekeepers is here. I played it quite a while ago. And Brawl Brothers was like one of the early games that we touched on this series. So that's interesting. Well, I'm going to go right into it. See what we got, what's in store for us.
We clap.
Rival Turf. Let's see the options first. Gotta check them options. Music on or off. Interesting option. Yeah, I'll keep that on. Music sampler. Just your basic sound test mode. Leave that alone. Stereo sound. Sound effects sampler. Same thing. Sound test but for sounds. 2-play hit off. No. But angry mode on. Okay. You can run with L or R, jump with the B button, normal attack, and special attack with A. All right. I'm cool with all those options. Let's go to 2-player and just get right into it. Oh, you can choose which one you want to use. Ooh, I kind of want to use Uzi Nelson because I like that bison hat he's got going on there. You feel good with Jack Fleck? Uh-oh. She's muted.
Sorry. Are you playing Uzi?
Yeah, I kind of like the hat.
Okay, I'll play Jack Flag. He's got, like, bigger hair than he does a head.
Kind of, yes. Streets of LA. Oh, I like this music right off the bat. Alright, let's get into it.
Alright, fuck it, we ball. Ooh.
In typical old guy. Oh, I saw you. I saw you, man. Oh, I had a special attack now, I think.
Oh, dang! The pile driver.
He's not doing so well. It feels, I don't know, wrong to be using character. Like, I feel like I'm playing as a boss, and that's not in terms of power. His sprite just makes him feel like...
Oh, okay. Get out of here. Yeah. Let's go. Woohoo! I just
Yeah, you go. That trash can do something to you, man? It owe you money?
You know. Just taking out the trash.
That's good.
Gotcha. Uh-oh.
Come on, son. Oh, I thought that was gonna hit us.
No, public transit. We care about the earth.
Wait, are we fighting on the bus? Oh my! This bus cannot be this big.
All right.
Oh man, we Shang-Chi up in this.
If that man had like green pants, I would think he was the Riddler. He's so lanky. That's a large person. I don't. Get out of here. Don't you just get the heck out of here? Oh no. There we go. Get out of here. Hey, dang! Where's your health draining? Oh, I don't think it was your health. Your health is fine.
Oh, I think we're in angry mode. Like if you get angry.
Uh-oh.
I got a knife for you.
Knife to meet
you. Yeah! Let's go! We were in sync for that one.
Out of here, dude. That's why you sleep on a train.
Huh? This is not a train.
Oh, true. Fair enough. It just kind of feels like a train.
It's long enough to be a train. That's what I was saying from the beginning. It's like, this bus can't be this big.
Ooh, spin kick. What if I grab and then kick? No? Okay. Sorry. Have a nice day. What's in here? I said goodbye.
Alright, is this our stop?
It's our stop, yeah. Either that or we're being kicked off for starting fights.
It's LA. LA in the 90s. Do they really care if you start a brawl in the bus?
I would. Not in my bus. Bucko. This man's name is Bullet. First of all, I don't know who you think you are. Oh, nice. That's right. Let's go. Hot dog?
On the street, what could go wrong?
Listen, you never pass up the glizzy.
Never.
Alright, who lived? Come here. Alright.
I remember back in middle school, I was on the school bus, and they're like these two
Whoa!
kids, they're like doing like a little play fight in the middle of the bus, and you know, it was kind of harmless at the moment. But then the bus driver was like, "Are you really gonna start a fight in my bus?" And the guys were just like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, fine." Then she sarcastically said, "All right, fine. You guys can fight. Everyone else can fight. Let's all do a fight." And they all listened to her. There's just like started chaos in the bus. Like everyone started just play fighting each other from that moment on. And it got kind of rough.
Yeah, come here. Ciao.
Goro? Genie? His name is Genie.
I dream of Genie. Oh, I died.
I'm angry now.
Yeah, we go Angie mode. You leave Brian alone. Yeah. Hoo-hoo. Oh, he was running. He was like, no.
We sure showed them.
To the city stadium.
That's what's up. Oh, this is a full-on Olympic stadium.
Yeah, we were in track
Guys
and field wrapping.
watching stuff there with their girlfriends. Oh, that was the same guys.
Dang,
I would like to point out that I think we're having as much fun as we are because I said, hey, let's turn off friendly fire.
Oh, true. Yeah.
This would kind of suck if we have to worry about like not hitting each other while we just like unload on these guys.
Oh my goodness.
I've never liked that option in cooperative games of any kind. Not just beat 'em ups necessarily, but like I don't want to worry about that. What were you gonna say?
I'm okay with it on certain things. Like if I'm playing a first-person shooter,
sure,
and I'm on like
yeah.
hardest difficulty, then yeah, let's throw on some kind of fire. Or some like first-person shooters will just straight up have it from the get-go, like Rainbow Six Siege.
Mhm.
If you dome your buddy, they're dead. There's no down. They're dead.
You gotta check your fire. Well, for first-person shooter games, I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of like a given, so it's never really like bothered me as much if there's friendly fire. It also doesn't bother me as much if like the game has plenty of open room where you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
In this game where it's just like there's only so much room, so many hitboxes. I don't want to also have to be worried about if my partner's hitbox is also within that.
I'm angry mode. Oh, we're both.
I am no longer angry.
Not me either. I calmed down. I chilled out.
I had a what was it? You're not you when you're hungry. What's the candy bar?
Snickers.
Snickers, yeah. I had a Snickers. I'm good now.
Yeah. I just needed a moment, so I chewed it over with Twix.
I love how the original like Twix commercials for a while were just like encouraging cheating on your girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's like,
They're
who's that
just
girl you
like-
with? Need a moment? He just like took a pause and then come up with a great excuse and like, oh, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah, it's like I can't remember his name. It's like who's the actor who plays Michael Scott in The Office?
Oh, Steve Carell.
Yeah, there's a movie he's in, and this dude like comes into his workplace and like his girl's upset and she's like, you want to explain this? Like not believing that like it was him who said that stuff, and the dude's like, yo, please just play along, dude. She's mad as hell at me, and he's just kind of like, yeah, I did, and like tries to play it off. She's like, so you said that like this girl is a total hoe, and she's like, well, she was hoeing. And like takes like the full brunt of like the fall for like his buddy, even though it like painted him in a very poor light. Oh no, like don't throw me. I died. I want my last life. Dude looks like he's about to do karate with SpongeBob.
I got the red hat and everything.
Oh, he's gonna grab you. Watch out. Yay.
Wait, is that it or? Oh, we're in the parking garage now. Oh, that run got animation is goofy.
Oh no.
It's just like they're just like hustle walking.
Slam him. Angry
Oh
mode.
man, fighting, rather beat 'em up sound effects always give me a chuckle out of me.
Especially when they're old, like 16-bit voices.
Yeah. They have a charm to them for sure.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I think that's me dead. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I think you're about to go angry mode.
You might. Hey, it says push start. Maybe you can still get in.
Oh, I choose my character and then press start again.
Where do they have a character selected?
There we go. Some like old beat 'em up said like I think you could if you died in Captain America and the Avengers for the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
What's in here, dude? I'm tired of you kicking.
Oh. You got E Honda slaps? Alright, hold this. Okay. Oh man, these sound effects.
Oh yeah, like we only have 4 continues left now.
I see.
Oh, he keeps me down. Hey, he's still not dead?
This is a bit much. Oh, it's boss time.
Oh
Whoa!
my goodness. Listen here, you made me angry.
Sledge. What a edgy name.
Kinda getting his butt kicked now.
He has a lot of health left. There you go. He's down to red health. So now he can start getting the beat down.
Listen.
I think that's it for him. Yeah, that's it. Stage 2 clear.
Yay, we did it.
Things are looking up. I'm gonna look at a little bit of the stage, then I want to switch over to versus mode, see how that goes.
Okay.
Are things
Alright,
looking
resume.
up? This is like looking like a bad part of town.
Oh, he was in the barrel.
That man should look like a zombie.
Oh, he punched me out of here.
Ugh.
That guy's name is Reggie, and all I can think about is Reggie from Nintendo America.
Oh yeah,
boy.
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
I miss him every day.
You're not dead.
No, but he's no longer in a spotlight where I can see like how he's doing.
That's true.
So I'm starting to fight these people. There are like several like YouTube videos of just taking things that he said and like editing it and stuff like that.
Videos.
And one of them
Yeah.
is like Reggie tries to guess all the Smash Ultimate characters, and me and my friends just referenced that video so much.
Oh man.
I think it was Incineroar, and he was like, "That's Epic Eddie." Ryu is like, "That's Muscle Dylan." That's Canadians for ice climbers. It's really dumb, but I just love it.
I love just when people take clips of his stuff. It's just hilarious.
All right.
Though
That's
his
all the time I have for today. I've got to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
just everything involving the Yokai Watch stuff is great.
Did you ever get into Yokai Watch?
I played the demo. I gave that a demo solid try. And here's the thing. I didn't hate the demo. I was actually having kind of fun with it. But it wasn't... It just wasn't like a game that I felt like I needed to own at the time. I was just like, you know what? This is nice. I'm good, though.
That's how I felt about Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise.
I've always wanted to try Viva Pinata as well, but I just never did. I technically have it because I own Rare Replay, but like... Oh, man. Oh,
Speaking of Rare
Replay.
Oh no.
Oh, I too am flack.
You're gonna get some flack for that.
On the next go.
Hey, look at that spread. See how like high you can kick? That's crazy. Yeah. That's like inhuman. That's straight up and down.
There's so many enemies in this one screen here.
Yeah, that's alright. We're working it. Uh-oh. An elevator. That does not look good. We're gonna fight an elevator. Yeah.
Oh, this is really close quarters.
It's further than you think, because you can like stand on the rail.
Oh, we're not fighting on the elevator.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, let me stop there. Let me stop there. I am gonna make some point because I might come back to this at another point. But let's get back to the start because I want to check out that versus. Yeah. Jericho. All right, versus. That's what we want to go. Oh, we can switch it up this time. We want to try Uzi out.
I see you taking my character from me. You just
First
want
bout.
me to look bad for being a cop who's gonna beat you.
Oh no.
Oh, goodness.
Oh man. Why are we fighting in front of the sun?
You know.
This is the fight for the
Things happen.
universe. Ugh.
Nice.
Oh,
You didn't see that one coming.
no.
We're watching the hand, should have been watching the feet. Dang, slide kicking.
Oh man.
Oh, I found the sprint button.
Now it's a real fight. Oh, that was unceremonious.
All I had to do was find the sprint button.
Second battle.
Ooh. Can't get me up the gingerbread man. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
man. I'm getting wasted.
Ooh. The throws. Dang, okay. Dang, okay. How do you keep grabbing me out of it? That's crazy. Come here, you.
I don't know exactly. Like I'm trying to like press this combination, see if it works. Oh no!
Ooh, okay. Boom.
Oh man, we're both crying in our portraits.
Boom. No, no, no.
Oh man. Oh!
No. No.
Oh! Wow. All right.
Okay.
Dude, he like so happy to get that victory. Oh! I started faster than I thought.
Okay. What about that though? You think about that part? No. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh man. No!
Nice. Ooh, how'd you do that slide? That was sick.
I like dashed and then did a like a kick move or a punch move rather. Oh, that's just kind of like a raising upper.
Oh, good. There you go.
Oh, that might be. Oh, wow.
Ding. I'm
You
the
are
champion.
the champion, not just the winner, the champion. Oh
Yeah.
man, That's
I
not
won the
bad.
universe.
Yeah, because I was living in front of the universe. Oh man. All right, let's talk about Rival Turf. I will go first this time. Rival Turf. So as a beat 'em up, it's pretty good. We were going through levels there. There's a nice variety there. You have two main characters. Which, by the way, let's talk about the fact that as this is pretty common in the '90s, but how the two boys in the box art don't look anything like the characters you actually play as at all. Like, these are just some '90s high school kids that just pose for this picture in front of this game to get that demographic going. But that is not who you play as. Like, especially that kid on the left. Like, who is it? Like, you could convince me if I was like really tired that the kid on the right might be
Flag.
like be Flack. But you ain't gonna tell me kid on the left is supposed to be
That
like
is not a cop.
yeah, straight up. That is he just has oh man. Unless those are supposed to be like the enemies, but I didn't see any enemies that look like that kid on the left. Like that kid on the left just is not in this game. They just put him on the cover just to like sell it. And I was like, all right. Anyway, box art aside though, the game itself, it's perfectly fine. Like I like that it has a versus mode. Not a lot of beat 'em up games at the time had that, and it's simple. You're just using the same moves you had from the main game. But I would prefer it being there to not being there. Like if you just were like you have enough. After enough, it's always preferable to play an actual fighting game than one of these modes. But if you just happen to have this game in your cartridge back in the day, and you just finished a round of beating up some guys with your friend, you just want to have a quick match against each other to see who's better. You can do that, settle that right then and there, and that's always a good option to have. As far as the gameplay itself, again, gameplay was fine. You could do your basic combos. There's a few other ones hidden there. There were a lot of enemies though for those levels though, and there wasn't as much variety. Like this was a perfectly fine beat 'em up game, but there's definitely better ones out there. I think is where I'm going with this. Yeah, what are you thinking?
I think that one, that kid is not a cop. Two, the cop was just like really big, and when I was playing as him as player 2, he was wearing blue, which is like what I would expect a cop to wear.
Yeah.
But when you were playing him, he was wearing red, and I was like, oh, he just looks like a villain.
He looks like Bison. Straight up.
Yeah. I would like that the moves function the same way, but are unique to the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really fun. Especially since Uzi will grab you with like his ankles and like do a handstand and flip you. That's interesting to say the least.
Interesting is the word. Yeah.
There was another like beat 'em up that we played that had a versus. I think it was one of like the River City ones.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it was cool to see that Rival Turf also had that, especially since we could just fight each other. It's just fun. But I don't know if that was like the last stage for me, like chapter 1 or something. But if there's only 3 stages, that's really short. I hope there's like more behind it.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. I'm really hoping that that's the case, but couldn't really see if it was or not. But Yeah, no, it was a perfectly fine beat 'em up game. Like I didn't detect any particular issues with it, but at the same time, it was just like I feel like there's other beat 'em up games we played that are better. This one is just fine. Like yeah, that's all I can really say about it. It's just perfectly fine. As far as whether it holds up, I mean, there's a lot of beat 'em up games out there. Let's be real, especially during this era where they're just beat 'em up games. Beat 'em up games and fighting games was the statement of the early to mid '90s, I think. So
Yeah, there's a lot of things, and people wanted to just settle things with their hands.
just straight up, that was just what people were playing, especially in arcades, but also to an extent in their home as well. So these games were just like a dime a dozen. I'm not gonna say this game is bad, but whether or not I think it holds up, I do think there are better beat 'em up games that are worth your time. Like it's different from Fighter's History because again, Fighter's History you could say the same argument that it's a dime a dozen when fighting games came out, but I think it's just unique enough, and I think it being on the NSO where you can basically play it for free gives it that little bit of an edge because there's not really many fighter games to play on NSO. But Rivals Turf, there are a lot of other beat 'em up games on here. Like I'm gonna go down a little bit. Doomsday Warriors one. Peacekeepers is on here. I really enjoyed Peacekeepers actually, and that's I think a sequel to Rival Turf, and so is Brawl Brothers as well. No, Brawl Brothers is actually this one afterwards so Rival Turf is like the beginning of this trilogy, like you mentioned earlier, because it started with the. So this is the first one. I think is where Peacekeepers is where they finally kind of like figured out the formula, because Brawl Brothers I remember playing that one and not being too high on it either. Rival Turf is more or less the same, but I remember like really not liking Brawl Brothers. So it's weird that Rival Turf is just in the just fine category. Like that's weird for them to go from just fine to bad to really good. So
Yeah.
it's a weird progression, but yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. It's just okay. It's there if you really hankering for some beat 'em up action. That's pretty much all I can say about it.
Oh, all the different sprites for the different characters have like their own like names and stuff.
Yeah.
You have Bullet, Case, Skinny, Reggie, Butch, Louie, Goro, Kato, Warrior, Dingo, Arnold, and I guess Arnold is just supposed to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger because he's like wearing the Terminator sunglasses. He's just a big buff white
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Gigant.
That tracks. I think that's just and I did notice that as well as we were playing. That's another trademark of like the beat 'em ups around this time, that they would just like give the characters you're beating up a name even though you never really introduced them, but and you fight like multiple versions of Arnold, but they're there or whatever. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So there
Yeah.
definitely has to be more like areas that you play in because
Sure.
we beat Genie as a boss
Mm-hmm.
and we beat Sledge, right?
Yes.
There's also Slasher, Captain, Iceman, and Big Al.
That's it.
That's it. You got what, 6?
That doesn't sound like a lot.
So-
Based on what you just said, it sounds like we did half the game in like 30
Half the
minutes.
Yep.
Like, that's a little concerning. So, if you're looking for a short beat 'em up, I guess that's a plus. But if you're just looking for something that has any longevity, that's that's a minus. That's a definite minus.
I guess Genie is supposed to be wielding that sword we had.
Yeah.
I guess I must have just disarmed him somehow and taken it almost immediately.
And it just made him that much weaker as a result. Well, there you go. We broke Genie too soon. Yeah, and I will give the game credit. It does have those options where you can turn on Angie mode, and you can also turn on or off the friendly fire mode as well. So you can definitely make the game harder for yourself if you have some of those features turned off or on. But as far as the game itself, yeah, it's an okay beat 'em up for its time. All I can really say. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. So I want to thank everyone for watching this episode of Does It Hold Up. Next week we're going to be going back to the NES era actually, and we've been tentatively playing two games that could not be more different from each other. I'm going to be playing the original NES pinball game, and I'm going to be playing pinball is a game that everyone knows. And then, as a complete contradiction, we play an NES game that pretty much no one knows called Diva Story. And I think the reason why no one knows about it is because it never came out to the West before its NSO release. So that's going to be happening. It's going to be on Monday at around 2 p.m. Eastern Time because my guess is more than likely going to be my good friend Toby for that one. I'll be contacting him. If it's not him,
I love Toby.
Toby's wonderful. I loved having Toby on for these episodes. But if he is not my guest for next week, then the episode will probably be much later than 2 p.m. But if it is, then it'll be 2 p.m. just so I can actually have him on because, time zones and all that good stuff. As far as this week, we got our live podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as we usually do. Then later on this week, on Friday, we'll be doing part 2 of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That part is going to be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time because I got a crazy work schedule this week. So I got to do the stream a little bit earlier than normal. So it's going to be at 6 p.m. That day. And then Sunday, we'll wrap everything up with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond at 7 p.m. So that is our stream schedule this week. And if anyone noticed on chat, I put on socials for a second there. I have been trying to use this program called CloudBot, which is something we used to use with our streams to basically get messages to appear on the streams from now on. But it literally didn't work. So I'm just going to have to do this next part manually. And I'm going to have to try to figure out what the heck is going on with this because this is not working. But I'm going to be dropping off this message on chat right now because I want you guys to check out our website at hpcritical.com because we have all kind of articles on gaming and other forms of media there, and we also have a merch store that you guys can check out as well if you enjoyed the stuff that you saw here. And then you can also stay up to date with us on the socials so you guys can know what we're doing. I misspelled critical on our own. Oh man, you hate to see it. Let me just fix that real quick. Ooh, that is embarrassing.
Ooh, yikes.
But I will fix that right now. The real Twitter, the real Twitter handle is on chat right now. Oop, if I can just, there it is. At critical_HP is our Twitter. You can follow that. Just follow our updates there. And then our Facebook is HPCritical. And our Instagram is HPCritical Gaming. Follow any of those to stay up to date on what we're doing, including articles, posts, or other social media stuff like our stream schedule and such like that. If you want to follow me personally, I'm at Mr. Louis down on Twitter. And Annie, where can people follow you?
I'm typing it up in the chat right now, but also you can find me on Twitter at CrustleGodAnya or on Instagram as FrankInStasia, which I'm spelling out.
Sweetness. I will hold a second while you get that on there on the wonderful chat.
Whee.
There it is. So you can check that out now. Follow any of those to follow the wonderful Annie. And thanks again for coming to one of our episodes of Does It Hold Up. This one was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I will definitely have you back on in the future. But
yeah, just let me know.
Absolutely. But until then, thanks everyone for watching. And you guys have a wonderful night now. Bye.
Bye.